Hi girls, how are you? Welcome back to my channel, Coach Me 101. Remember to please to subscribe to my video in YouTube. Remember to press like if you like this message. And if you see something of value, please help me to share the message, because if we can get to somebody who need to hear this message today, we did what we are supposed to do. And that is helping somebody to grow and to help himself emotionally. And if you can help me to do that, that will be great. Today, the message of the day is, how do I uncover somebody who is cheating on me, who's being unfaithful, who's playing me? How do I know? How do I get him to confess me that he's doing it? Which is really hard to do. But today we're gonna go over and I'm gonna show you how easy it is if you are patient and if you work it slowly, not fast, slowly. Here goes. The first message, the first thing that we're gonna do before we go into the message is to um, find out what is the definition of detecting something. Detecting is to uncover something, is to take something out in the light, is to bring something out that is being hidden from you. Always they say that when you lie, that the light has short legs. And because of the lies has short legs, it's easy for the truth to catch up. It's a say. The lie has short legs, and that is the reason why truth always can catch up. I don't know if you have you heard that say, but it is true. What is the meaning of discovering something? The discovering word comes from a Latin word that say missing faith, missing loyalty. It's like when you are in a relationship and you break the exclusivity pact that you make with that person that you are with. It's when you betray that person's trust and faith in the relationship. It's when you betray the decision that you guys made together to be a family. It's when you betray everything that she has put into the relationship to make it work with you. So that is the reason why we're here. We want to discover, we wanted to reveal if somebody's being unfaithful to us, and we want to find out first where it originates, where did it come from, how this happened, how do we end up here. And the first question we have is, what is that he needs that make him be unfaithful? And if you say the word need, that means that it's something that he's missing. If I need something, because I'm missing something. And if I'm missing something, that means that I used to have it before, but I don't have it now. Think about that. Now, that being said, sometimes the reason why people say, why is he unfaithful? Maybe he is missing security in the relationship. He don't feel secure no more. He don't feel like it's gonna last forever like he used to feel before. Maybe it is that he doesn't feel stable emotionally or financially with you anymore. Maybe it's the sex. It has a slowdown, has a die, it's the same, it's boring. Maybe it's the routine, the everyday. The everyday we're doing the same thing over and over again. We're tired. Sometimes we get tired of the same. We want some variety. Okay? Maybe it's that you guys are not equal socially speaking. What I mean, sometimes in a couple, one of the two grow faster, has a better career, better job, better position, better finance, and the other person that is supportive is staying behind. When you guys are not at the same level, you cannot share the same dreams and you cannot have the same targets because you don't have the same ambition. It's good and healthy for the couples to always grow together so they can have the same dream in common, so they can together put everything that they got, all their energy into making things work. And if they are not there and one person is left behind, one day you're gonna feel like, God, it's so heavy. I wish she can do better. I wish she studies something. I wish she do something with her life. I wish he do something. I wish that when I go home, my husband is not just watching TV and you know, it's like he's living in la la land, instead of he just picking up himself, grow up, and get his stuff together and follow me in my dreams. Those are some of the things that can cause infidelity. Okay? But when you think about infidelity, two things can happen. There are two big factors. One is the factor that you have an intuition. You have an you have this intuitive thinking that you know something is off, something is wrong, something is not smelling good, so things are not how they used to be, and even though you don't have proof, you have that intuition that said, you have to look at this closer because something is not working out. And then you have the people that say, you know what? I got the feeling. The people that say, you know what? I have the feeling that there is something off here. Okay? When you are having intuition, it's because you have the faculty to see the things that have been happening in the past in your relationship and that are no longer happening. And you say, even though I don't have proof, okay, I know some things have been changing. Something has been changing through our last 1 month, 3 months, 1 week. Something is different. I cannot point what it is, but there is something off. So you don't have proof, but something happened that caused you to think that way. When you have the feeling, you don't have proof, but you don't have either actions or things that are happening that are proving that this person has been unfaithful. And most of the time, these people that are in this side of the column, that they just have feelings, are the jealous people, are the obsessive people, people that are very possessive, people that are asphyxiated couple, that they made a couple like they cannot breathe because they are watching their every move, okay? Those are the people that always and constantly are investigating the couple without no need, without they doing anything at all. It's simply that they feel so insecure that they feel the need to be checking every single step that their couple do. For whatever reason, because they insecure themselves or because they have bad experiences, these people are like psychopaths. They have to go, you know what? They need a psychiatry because they suffer 3 times. They suffer because they've been thinking about a fantasy that is not happening yet, but in their head it already happened, so they're already in pain, they're suffering. Oh no, I can't believe he's being unfaithful. It hasn't happened yet, but he thinks it happened, so therefore he's suffering. And then when he find out that he was right, that the guy is really being, unfaithful, then they suffer again because now they have a confirmation that the guy really is unfaithful. But then if they find out that they did not were unfaithful, they suffer again. Guess what? Because now they feel guilty. Why I was thinking that way? This guy's such a nice guy. I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people, those are the girls that most of the time the men say, man, you should go to a psychiatry. Check yourself. You're not okay. Something off with you. If you hear that in a lot of relationships, maybe you're freaking obsessive. You are super obsessive and you have to change because nobody can deal with that. Okay, so now that we have the two different aspects of when I think that something is going off, it is really intuition. Do I really have reasons, valuable reasons to think that way because he's been changing? Or do I just guessing? I'm just guessing, having feeling, have the heart that I think that might happen. I think he's doing it. Those people that assume things before they happen. Those people that can almost guarantee and sign on things that they haven't seen because they're obsessive, they're possessive, they're jealous. If you're in that side, change it because you will be unhappy in every relationship that you find yourself. Because you cannot change the person, but you can change yourself. Okay? So, that being said, let's start talking about the subject of the day. Okay? The first thing that you need to do when you suspect infidelity is that you need to observe. You need to see. You need to watch the person that you are with, his reactions, his changes, the different behaviors, the things that are looking weird, the things that he used to do but he's not doing, the time that he used to go home but he's not coming. Those are the things that you need to find out what is going on. But when definitely you know that something is off, that something is not right, and that something is changing, the first thing that you have to do as a woman or as a man is relax. Calm down. Calm down. Because if you're in emotional stage, you are not thinking clearly. And anything can be misunderstood. So the first thing that you need to do is to relax to calm down. Don't react in an emotional way, so that you can use your logical side to understand how this happened, why it happened, and how you can get him to confess. And if he accepted, or even if he don't, but you have proof, what are you going to do with this situation? But if you emotionally, he liked me, you're not thinking clearly. You are incapable to make a decision in your emotional stage. And whatever decision you make, it's going to be wrong for you. So I want you to calm down, to relax, take a breath, and think, okay, I think this is happening. What can I do about it? Okay? Do not excuse him, but do not see him as he's guilty. Do not make the guy guilty yet, because you don't know. You're just guessing. You're just intuitive thinking that maybe he's being unfaithful. Do not press charges on the guy. You still don't know. There is a said that they say you are innocent until you are proved to be guilty. So don't judge him yet. It's not time. It's too quick, and you might be running into a mistake if you misjudge him and you are wrong. So do not judge him yet. It's not time. We're going there, but before we go there, before you pass judgment on the guy, you need proof. Do you have your proof? No. Look for them. Look for them. And if you think that you can do this on your own, do it. If you don't think you can do this on your own, there's a lot of services out there that you can hire an investigator, a private investigator. He will go and hunt the guy, follow him, take pictures, take videos for you, tell you where he went. All this stuff is not expensive. It's really reasonable. So if you want to do that, do that. But if you don't want to deal with an investigator, you don't want to pay for it, then take it on yourself to do it, because you have the responsibility to understand what's going on in the relationship, because you don't want to be with somebody who's unfaithful. You're wasting your time. Okay, so find out, not just guess, if the guy is really being unfaithful on you or not. Now, in order for you to do that, you need to earn his trust. You need to earn his trust. You need to make sure that he think that you don't know anything. Even if you're furious inside, even if you're mad inside that you can believe why the guy of your dream is doing this, I want you to control yourself. Control your emotions. Be in control 100%. Be logical all the time about this. It's not about being emotional. This is not a movie. It's not a video. It's not a show. It's your life. It's not a reality TV. This is your life, what we're talking about. And you're going to have to make a decision soon. So you need to be as logical as possible to be smart about what you're going to do. Okay? So learn to earn his trust. Earn his trust. Talk to him. Make him feel comfortable. Don't let him see that you suspect anything. Because if you do, what's the first thing that somebody that's being unfaithful will do if he knows that you are kind of guessing what's going on? He's going to change his game. He's going to up his game. He's going to stop going out. He's going to stop going to the places that he always goes. He's going to tell this person, let's take a moment, I think my wife is catching up with me. Let's, relax, or let's cool down for a little bit. Don't give him signals that you know what's going on. Make him feel that you're dumb, that you don't know nothing, that you're an idiot, that you don't understand, that you're living in la la land, that you don't know what's going on. Let him fall for that. Because we're working in ourselves. We're working in saving ourselves out of this relationship if we find out that it is true. Okay? So let him trust you. Don't let him think that you know what's going on, or that you already find out what's going on. Fake it till you make it. Fake it. I know it's hard. I know it's easy to say, damn, but I know this guy's being unfaithful to me. I'm mad and jealous. It's hard to fake it, but you have to fake it for your own good. You have to fake it. You have to fake it because you still don't have proof in your hands. And if you precipitate and you accuse him, he knows that you don't have proof, so he's gonna blame you, and he's gonna tell you crazy, you're jealous, you need a psychiatry, you're freaking possessive, and you know what? I don't want to be with you because you're crazy. And that's the reason. You know what? If I cheat on you, maybe because you're crazy. So don't give him that benefit. Be in control. Fake it till you make it. Keep your proof. Collect your proof. When you're ready to go for the question, we will go for the question. But you're not ready yet. We are just in the beginning of these relationship issues. Okay? Now that you earn his trust, now that you fake it, start to accumulate proof. How you do this? Easy. Bank account, credit card, statements, pictures, videos. Follow if you have to follow him. Find somebody who can follow him. It don't have to be you. Go in your girlfriend's car and follow the guy if you have to do whatever. You have to. You need proof. You need something that he cannot fight back. You need to see what's going on. If you find it cheating with that person, let's say that you follow him with your friend in the car and you find him cheating on you, do not get out from the car. Do not. Don't do that stupid mistake. Don't get out from the car. Stay in the car. Get out. Take pictures, take video, and get the hell out of there before he can see you. Why are you doing that? Because we are in the accumulation stage. A lot of men don't use credit cards because they know it's easy to trace their movements. If they go to a hotel, if they buy a trip, if they buy a gift, if they buy in stores that are feminine clothes like Victoria's Secret, if they do any kind of movement, flowers and stuff like that, if they are kind of weird, expensive, you're gonna figure it out. So a lot of those men, what they do is that they carry cash. They carry cash with them at all time because they don't want to be traced. So you have to be smart. You have to be patient and collect the proof. So when it comes to time that you have to confront this guy, you have everything in your hand to make something, to make your case and make your case strong. Don't make a weak case. I think, no, you don't think. You have to know because you're accusing somebody. And this relationship might break up that very same day that you're going to confront it. So you have to go with proof, okay? Now that you accumulate the data, that's the way I call it. If he talks to you in the house, he still don't know that you know. He's talking to you. Please let him talk. Don't interrupt his talking. Let him say whatever he has to say. Sometimes your conscious, it's like it betrays you. Like you start talking about things or people and you don't even notice. Have you noticed that sometimes somebody keep talking and talking and talking about the same people all the time, in a positive way or in a negative way, but they keep talking. Oh, this girl that I met in my job, she do this, she do this, she do that, and the next day she go, oh, this girl that I know, and he don't even know that he's been telling you the story a couple of times because you do not interrupt him or ask him anything. You just let him talk. Let him talk. You take notes and observe. See what's going on. What's behind all this complaint? What he is so busy with this girl? Why he cares so much about what this girl do or don't do? Be calm. Be in control. It's very, very important. If you raise his alert, he's gonna perfect his game and he's gonna stop doing the wrong things that he's doing, so you're not gonna be able to ever find out. Do not contaminate the information. What that means? Do not let your friends and family get in between. Don't go tell your friend, oh, what do you think about that? You think it's true? You think what I think is true? Don't tell them. Your friends always will either tell you something that is not real just to be agreeing with you, or they're gonna make up things. Sometimes it is your friends, the one who's jealous from your relationship. And sometimes it's your friend who wants to take your husband or your girl, and you are here telling all of everything to them so they can have weapons against you. Do not share with anybody your personal, intimate things. You don't talk to nobody about that. No family members, no friends, no co-workers. Because if this guy is cheating on you today, for whatever reason, at the end of the day, you decide to give him a second chance, but you already put him in every corner talking garbage about him. Now how are you going to justify that you keep him? You look stupid. So don't do that. Don't put yourself in that position. Do not contaminate the information. Do not ask people to give you ideas. Do not ask for their opinion. It's not their life. It's your life, your responsibility. You have to find out. Okay? Allow your men or your women to relax. To relax, to feel comfortable. To feel that he has the advantage over you. That he is in control. That you haven't figured it out yet. You are the little girl, the innocent girl that haven't figured it out. Allow him to have that right. Allow him to think that, because he's going to get comfortable and he's going to start repeating his mistakes, and he's going to start repeating his, the things that he do, the bad things that he's doing. He's going to do it again. He's going to even increase it because he thinks you're not getting it. You still don't know what's going on, so I can still play. I'm still ahead of all my games. Let him believe that. No problem. It's okay. You're going to catch him at the end, but it's not time yet. So let him feel relaxed, because when he relaxes and he feels that he's in control, he continues to do those things that you want him to do so you can catch up to him and to his game. And you can prove it to him. We prove. Not just with feeding, we prove. Okay? So remember, watching, take notes. Where he goes, with who he goes, how long he takes, what's going on with him, is he changing, who people did he frequently go out with. Take notes. Be aware of what's going on. Now you are not in the love stage. Now you are in the investigation stage. You know that definitely there is something wrong. And you're gonna catch out what it is. But if you are not relaxed and you're emotionally involved, you're gonna be able to do that. So I want you to relax so that you can find out with a cool head if there is something going on. If you are emotional, you're stupid. If you are smart, you're gonna be logical about this, and you're gonna think it's like this. This is a court. I'm trying to prosecute him. I want to prove that he's guilty. You know, not because I want to, but because I know he is. Somehow I think he is. You know, so I gotta make sure that I find proof so I can present a strong case at the end of the day. Don't just jump ahead of the gun and do stupid moves that gonna make him wake up and realize that you know he's gonna stop doing what he's doing. Then you have to live with the fact that you know that he cheated on you and you was not able to prove it. Huh? How are you gonna justify that you wanna leave now? You know what I'm saying? So be very careful with what you do. Okay? There's a say that say the truth always gonna come out. The truth always have to come out. And sometimes it will come out in a way of a third party story. Sometimes the men will sit down with you and tell you, you know, my friend is going through this situation, because they present the situation to you in a way that you cannot attack them, but you can give or voice your opinion about how you will react in case that happened to you. They are investigating you. They are trying to discover your emotions, how you will react, how things will turn, how bad things could get without being compromised. So they use their friends. They start saying, you know what, my friend break up with his girlfriend and this happened. My friend is being unfaithful. He had this girl in the side and da 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 da. And this is when you have to learn the art of shutting up. Don't answer. Do not emotionally get involved. Take it like a movie. Really? So then what happened? Oh my God, and what did his wife did? And what you think about that, honey? Revert the question to him. Put him in the chair. Say, you know what? I have no idea what I will do. I really, because thank God I don't have to go through that. But I can only imagine how she feel. What do you think about it? Revert the question. Because trust me, he's investigating you. He's playing with your head, trying to find out how you're gonna react if you ever find out what he's doing to you. So don't let him play you like that. Okay? Always, always, always. Don't listen to the comments of your friends and family, but do not ignore their comments. Okay? Don't do what they say, but listen to what they say. What I mean by that? Sometimes you go to a family or a friend, and they will say, I don't know why you let him hang out so much by himself. Have they ever said that to you? I don't know why you let him go with that guy, because that guy is not good, you know. You should not. If I was you, I would not let him go out with that guy so much, you know. Or it's one of your friends that come and have the common sense to pull you aside to say, you know what? Don't tell your husband that I say this to you, but I think that you should not let him hang out with this person. And when somebody say that to you, please do not interrupt what they're trying to say to you, because any comment you make at that moment, you're going to lose them. If you say, no, you know, my husband is such a nice guy, he will never do something like that to me, you lose them. If you say, this guy, will they talk to him? They say, oh shoot, now I make myself into trouble, and they're going to shut down. When somebody pull you aside and try to say something to you about your husband, all you have to do is silence and listen. You don't have to believe it. You only listening, because you have data. You have things that you've been checking. You have situations in the house where he has been changing his behavior. All you have to do is add 2 plus 2 and say, you know what? It's matching. You don't have to agree with your friend or your family, but keep it to yourself. You know when things are off in your family. You know when things are off in your relationship. So when somebody say and mention to you, it's just like an alert. Okay? Always remember that your friends and families and even the co-workers know before you when you've been cheated. Everybody knows it. The only one who don't know is you. You're the last one who will find out. So your friends are trying to give you heads up. Your friends are trying to tell you, give you hints Don't block them. You know, don't antagonize them. Let them talk to you. Let them share their opinion with you, and you make your self analysis and decide if you wanna take it in or leave it out. Okay, that's important. Now, and I say this to you with the love I can give you. There's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people out there that they think that their husband is unfaithful without no reasons, without no justification. Do not attack your partner just because you're jealous, because you're having a jealousy attack. If you're the type of person that you're pretty insecure, do not attack your husband every 5 minutes, because that can be boring. But if you know that there is something off, by all means, you have all the right to check and investigate what's going on. Okay? You're gonna know that something is going out of the normal. Keep investigating, keep watching him, keep seeing what he's doing. Now, let's talk about technology, because we're living in a world where technology has added a lot of more problems to couples than we used to have before. Now with the technology, now with the social media, with the cell phones, a lot of things, new things that have been getting into the game that we have to be alert. For example, they call it the hidden messages, the hidden messages of social medias. When you have a partner, that partner start posting pictures of his body, of how they look, messages, love messages on the posting. When they start uploading songs, romantic songs or poems, when they start liking a lot the comment of somebody. Okay, when they place any comment and there is somebody who constantly like their messages, constantly have a comment in their messages, please, please do me a favor. Go to that person profile and see if that person had your husband as a friend. Most of the time they do. And most of the time that's the person that they've been unfaithful to. Those beautiful love songs and messages are not for you. It's for somebody that he have in his contacts, that he wants to get the message. That's what they call a hidden message. Be very careful with that. Now, when you confront your partner and you tell them, listen, why are you sending these messages? Why are you pasting that in Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok? The first thing that they're gonna do is that they're gonna complain and they're gonna tell you, listen, leave me alone. I do whatever I want. It's my social media. It's my privacy. I don't have to give you explanation about that. You know what? If you like that, I'm gonna block you from my social media, so you don't have access to it, because you're always thinking bad about me. When they block you, they cut the access that you have to all the posting that he's doing. It's that simple. It's just a game. So make sure that you follow and that you check if he don't have a separate profile where he shows himself as a single man, where he upload picture only of himself. He don't have family pictures there. It's just about him. And where he has a lot of contact with other females or another men's, if it's a woman who's being unfaithful, who always constantly liking and commenting in his posting. Be alert. Don't be obsessive, but be alert. Okay? Then the next thing that they do when you try to ask them why are they doing this or that in social media is that they start complaining. They start telling you it's your fault. It's your fault. If I'm doing this, it's your fault, because you don't let me breathe. Because you always have to be checking on me. You don't give me room. You think all the time I'm doing something wrong. You know, if one day I ever cheat on you, it's gonna be your fault, because you always putting pressure on me. Really? They try to blame it on you so you can feel guilty about something that you have not done, that they are doing, but you are close to find out, and they want to make sure that they detour you from where you're going. So be very careful with that. Another thing that they do is that they justify the reason why they are putting crazy posts or why they're blocking you from their website, whatever. They say, you know what? Sex is not the same. Sex is not the same. Now it's always the same. It's boring. You know, it's more of the same. I'm tired of that. You know, you're not doing anything different. Everything is like it's like you don't even care about it. You know, we used to do it a lot before. Now we almost don't do it. And this is when you have to calm down and you have to say, please explain to me exactly what you mean by things have changed. Let him elaborate. Let him tell you. Because people that are liars, it's hard for them to elaborate, because sometimes when they elaborate on their answers, you can cut them on their lies. So always ask them to elaborate. If he says something changed, tell me exactly what changed. And then answer. Okay? Another way that they have to manipulate you is emotionally. They're gonna tell you, you know what, the reason why I'm in social media all the time is because you don't give me time. All the time you're with your friends, with your family, your job. You never have time for me. I'm tired because I feel bored. I don't have nobody to talk to. I'm sick and tired of this situation. Emotionally, they blaming you for it again. It's another tactic that they use. Remember, they will never accept that it's their fault. They will always say it's because something that you did or you're doing that I'm doing this or that. So they have to justify it. Another thing is the attitude. They say you have an attitude, you know, and I need space. I need space. I need time to think about all this. When they asking you for time to think about it or time away from you, it's time and space that they need to share with the people that they've been unfaithful with. It's that simple. There is no time. I don't believe in time and space when there's a relationship. Mm-mm. When there is a relationship, you are involved or you're not. And when there is a space in the relationship, somebody else get in. Always happen to so many people. Another way that they have to manipulate the situation is that they're gonna cry. Have you seen the guy who cried without no reason? You say, why the hell are you crying? I don't do nothing to you. They start crying. You know what they're crying? I'm gonna tell you what they're crying. They don't cry for you. Don't make that mistake. They cry because they are in love with someone else. They looking at your face. They know they're doing something that is immoral, and they cannot find a way to cut things off with you. They under pressure, really under pressure, because they don't know how to finish with you. So those tears are not for you. It's because he is stressed out about not finding a way of how breaking up with you, and the whole situation is making him feel uncomfortable. There's always the men also. Another way that they have to manipulate you is through your image. They start criticizing the way that you look. You're ugly, you're getting wet, you're getting fat, that clothes that you wear make you look old, you never fix your hair, you're always hanging out with that freaking sweat and the Crocs, you don't take care of yourself. When they start doing that, they're trying to justify the reason why they're being unfaithful. Remember, they have to blame somebody else, but then they have to find a reason why they're being unfaithful, but they don't ever want to accept that it's their fault. The last one that I'm gonna give you is the social distances. Okay? And it's very simple. Are you the kind of women that are married, but you're always alone? Every party, you're alone. You go with your kids to the party, but your husband is nowhere to be found. And when you tell your husband, can you go with me to the party? He said, I don't have time for that. I'm tired. You can go with the kids. You can go by yourself. Go with your friends. Oh, but honey, this is a celebration with my family. You know what? I don't even like your family. I don't think your family like me anyway. Well, I'm going to go waste my time. Just go by yourself, and I'm going to stay home and just have fun. When your man is sending you on your own, it's because he wants time alone to spend with the other person, calling her or being with her. He don't want to share a relationship. He don't want to share a family party with you. It's because somewhere he's detaching from you. Of course, there is exception to the rule. If the guy is far away in another country, another state, another city, of course he cannot be with you. The guy is really sick, he cannot be with you. But the guy just want to stay home watching TV, and he's sending you away with your kids to the family and to any kind of party that you have, your job party, he never show up. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He's detaching from you. You gotta get the message. So be very careful with that. Very careful with that. Now that you know the ways that he can justify his infidelity, let's talk about the signals. What signals men will send to you, or women that can alert you that there is an infidelity happening? Signal number one: they get mad when you surprise them at work or the places that they frequently go with their friends. Before, when you used to show up at work, he used to be, oh, hi, how you doing? Oh, thank you for coming. But now you show up, he said, what you doing here? Why did you come? Why didn't you tell me that you was coming? You have to let me know, because I'm working. I'm not here playing. You have to let me know. I can get in trouble if you keep coming here. People are going to think that you're checking on me. I don't like that. Signal number one: he is hiding something. And when he don't introduce you to all his friends, he keep you in a hidden. He don't want somebody to see you. And probably the person that he's cheating with is working with him. Okay? Signal number 2. He go out all the time to buy different things. Like, let's be honest, men don't like to be in a supermarket. Men don't like supermarket. They don't like to be shopping all the time. We women love it, but men don't. And when you start seeing that your husband keep going in and out, in and out, in and out, with stupid excuse, oh, I have to buy a gallon of milk. Oh, I have to buy something that I need for my car. Oh, I have to go put gas. Oh, I have to do this, that. It's they come out with different things. You're like, why don't you just buy everything together? No, I forgot about it. And when they go, they stay long outside. He's talking to the person that he's been cheating with, or he's being with the person that he's cheating with. Because men are not shopping. They are not shopaholic like women. They don't like to go out to buy stuff. They like to be sitting at home. So if the man is going out shopping every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, and it's taking long, and when you tell them why you took so long in the supermarket, it's like it's around the corner. Oh, the line was very long. It was packed. Really? Watch that. Number 3. He has friends that you don't know. He has friends that you don't know. And you say, oh, what do you mean I don't know? Yeah, he has friends that he have not bring you to. He had not introduced you to his friends. He's keeping you in a place where they cannot see you. Be careful with that one. Because maybe that friend that he's not showing to you is the friend that he's having something with. Okay? Very important. Another signal. Somebody that you don't know will send you a friend request in your social media. Somebody who you don't know will send you a friend request in social media. My advice is go to her profile and check if she has your husband as a friend. That's number 1. Number 2, if somebody asks you to be friend and you don't know who he is, don't accept it. Because might be the person that he's cheating with, that is trying to look into your life, into your privacy, because maybe your husband or your wife is telling that person that he don't treat me nice, that relationship is over, we don't have nothing, I'm very sad in that relationship, I am stressed out, I'm just there because of the kids, I don't want nothing to do with that woman, we don't have nothing in common, the only reason why we're together is because of the kids, that's what he will say to her. So that person that is tired of the lies is coming into your website, into your social media to check your personal life with him to see if it matches what he's saying to her. Be careful. Don't accept friend requests that you don't know. Okay? Another thing, when somebody out of a blue moon knock on your door that you don't know. Tan, 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 tan. You open the door and say, yes, I'm here to look for something. Your husband promised me that he gonna give me this, and I work with him, but he hasn't bring it to me. Whatever excuse, they will come with any excuse to your door. And you say, who's that girl? Who's that guy? That is a technique of the person that they're cheating with. When the person they're cheating with have a jealousy attack, and they feel like, I had enough from his lies, and today I'm going to show him that I know where he lives, and that if he don't make a decision quick, I'm going to go and tell his wife, they're going to come and knock on your door. That knock on your door is a warning to the guy, I'm here and I know what you're doing. You're playing me. And if you don't say something, I will say it to her. Be very careful. There is no such thing as coincidence. Be alert of everything that happened in your life. Be alert. Number 5. Let's talk about cell phones. Cell phones use. People that are cheaters, they're very good with cell phone. They become a tech. They can work for Apple. They know all the tricks on the phone. They know how to trace you. They know how to dim the light, because if they dim the light, when you get a message incoming or any kind of notification, the person that is sitting next to him is going to be able to see it. They know how to drop the volume or put it in airplane mode so the phone will not ring. They will put names. When somebody calls him a lot, if you constantly see a phone call from a contact that says mom, job, dentist, work, but those phone calls are late at night, and those phone calls are very frequently, trust me, he just put a name there to deter you, but it's somebody who he's talking to. He will never say the name of the girl on the phone. He thought that he's an idiot. But he will always put a name that you will not be suspicious of if you see it when he pop up on the screen. So be very careful. Be alert of the phone calls that he's getting. And if he's getting a lot of phone calls and he's not picking up the phone, and he said, you know what? I just said, honey, why you don't pick up the phone? It's ringing. And he said, no, that's somebody trying to sell me something. No, that's somebody who he's with that is calling him because he don't show up to their appointment. She's mad. She's pissed off. He said, I gotta disturb your life with your wife in case you're having a good moment. And he don't want to pick it up because if he pick up the phone call, he's gonna have to talk to that girl. And there's no way that he can talk to that girl because you are listening right next to him. So he has to stay. He has to avoid the phone call. Be careful. Be very, very careful. Make sure he don't have a separate cell phone that you're not aware of. If he's constantly changing his logging in, his code to log into the phone, what he's hiding? He's constantly putting his phone next to him. He has a lot of trip to the bathroom with his cell phone. What do you think he's doing? He's calling his lover. You know, he's putting the phone face down so you cannot see when the notification hits. So a lot of things that you can see on people with the cell phone are days. So many. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can, hack their phone, but whatever. That's another topic, another video. Anyway, now, let's say that he has social media and that he's very active in social media. Make sure that he don't have separate profiles. Make sure that when he upload pictures of your family and himself, or he just upload pictures of himself. Like when you go to his profile, you think he's a married man or you think he's a single guy? And what do you think that is? Be smart, girls. Be smart, boys. Because the girls, there's statistics that say that men and women are equally capable of cheating nowadays. Why? Because before, men used to cheat because they were in control. They control financially the house. Women depend financially from them. If they cheat, there is no escape, so she had to stay and deal with it. But that was all times. Now, men know that a woman don't depend on them financially, and if they cheat, she can leave. She can pack her stuff and leave and have a new life without him. Women don't need men. Therefore, is now at the same level. Women and men are cheaters at the same level because they both empowered, they both financially free, and they now can do whatever they want. Okay? So if that is the case, doesn't matter if it's a man or if it's a woman, please be careful. Be alert. Okay? Now, another thing that we want to talk about is, like I talked about the money, make sure that you trace the money, where the money is going. Are there expenses that are not usual in your house? Is he buying clothes in stores that are feminine clothes, stores that he never goes to? Is there any kind of treat in your bank statement? Is there any kind of purchasing a ticket, I don't know, a show, something that you say, I didn't know went there? Check your bank statement, read that thing. If something is off in your relationship, you have the right to become a private investigator until you find out the answer, because you deserve to know the truth. And since he's not volunteering the truth, you have to find it on your own, girl. So put your panties on and get into the game. Don't be played by no one. That's all I'm saying here, okay? So let's keep going, okay? He always changes. When the man is cheating, he changes his daily activities. He starts telling you, oh my God, my job was long today. I had to stay extra hours. We have this project that our boss said that we have to finish today, even if it takes us till midnight, because otherwise we all gonna get fired. There is this party that we have to go, but they don't allow to bring a spouse. There is this business trip that we have to make, but it's just for business, and we cannot bring anybody with us because we don't have a budget for that, and all this stuff. If he is having all these little trips, all these late nights, meeting, projects, whatever they want to call it, and you are not capable to go where he's at, yes, girlfriend, he's into something. Yes, he's into something, definitely. And if he come home after working overtime, happy, relaxed, definitely you know that it's a problem, because somebody who work overtime is pissed off and in a bad mood and want to kill his boss. Nobody comes to him, how was it? Yeah, I had such a long day, I'm good. No. Watch that. Very careful with that. Okay? Another thing that you have to be very careful with is he changes his appearance. If the guy don't he used to be light about the way that he look at himself and how he carry himself, but now out of something he wanna go to the gym, he fix his look, he fix his hair, he change his clothes, you know. And I'm not saying this is if he's doing that, that's it, he's unfaithful. No. Remember, it's a combination of a lot of things. It's a combination of things that have been happening. It's things that has been cooking. This is one element of others that all together made me think and made me feel that you're being unfaithful. But just because you change your clothes, that doesn't mean you're cheating on me. But if this plus coming home late, having things in your bill statement that are not right, hiding your cell phone, going away, all these things together, come on girls, you have to be smart. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening right in front of your eyes. If you find any gift in his car, sometimes the men are stupid. They forget the gift in the car because they don't want to bring it home. If you find any weird gift, very nicely done, check it. Check it. I don't care if they call you crazy. Bring that gift into the bathroom, get some tape, open that thing up, close it back up, and put it in the car. You have the right to check because you have the right to know the truth. That's the only thing I say. If you see something weird, you have the right to investigate. If you don't see nothing, then don't just guess. But if you see something is happening, go ahead and investigate that. Okay? When he said, I need space, he don't need space. He need time to talk to the other one. Okay? Don't fall for that. And don't keep wasting your time. You need space? Go. I need space. That's the way that you have to react. I'm sorry. There is not neutral. There is not gray, black or white. Are you faithful? You're not faithful. You need space? You should be single. Because if you don't want to be single, then you need to give me your time. And I need to give you my time. It's a commitment between you and me. But if you want space, honey, and you need time, you need to be single. It is what it is. Okay? Another signal, his sexual appetite decrease or disappear. Careful with that. Because the man is very active sexually. And if he's not getting nothing at home, where is he getting it? Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Check medications. You think I'm going crazy? No. Check medications. If you all of a sudden see in your cabinets testosterone medicine to improve their libido, to improve the stamina, but he's not having sex with you, what do you want that for? If you find Viagra or Cialis somewhere and he's not having anything with you, what did he need that for? Check the medications too, girl. Because if the guy is getting Viagra, Cialis, and testosterone to increase his stamina, he's using that somewhere and he's not with you. So be careful with that. Now that we talk about all the signals that you can find, let's talk about how do you prove it to him. This is when things gonna get interesting. This is the beginning. This is the before. And here is what I want you to please be very careful. Be very careful. Do not rush into making judgment. Because trust me, if you alert him, everybody who is unfaithful has an arsenal of lies that justify where he has been, with who and why. Don't get there yet. Don't tell him, I think you cheated. No, don't get there. Because he been preparing for all the lies that he's going to say to you in case he made a mistake, in case you catch up to something. So don't tell him yet. It's not time. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. And if you be patient, trust me, you're going to be able to find out who's his lover, where she work at, where she lives at, since when they're together, and all the information that you need to get all the proof that you need to let him know, I know what's going on. You don't take me for a fool, and we're going to talk about this right now. Okay? Now that you know, and now that you have all your proof together, that you collect all the data that you need, you have your receipts, you have your pictures, your video, everything in hand, it's time to prepare the confrontation. Are you ready? Let's go. First of all, and the first thing, do not contact the lover. Do not contact the lover. Do not say that I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna face her. No, don't do that. Don't do that, because that can end up in a fight. That can end up in somebody dying, and somebody getting hit, somebody going to jail, and you don't want that for yourself because you deserve better. Do not bring enforcement. Do not bring friends. Oh, girl, if he's cheating on you, I'm gonna go with you and we're gonna kick his ass. No. Mm-mm. Don't bring people with you. Don't bring family members with you. This is a fight of two. You and him. Only you two should be there. Presence. That's it. Okay? Very important. Don't bring nobody and do not confront the lover. The purpose of this interrogation that we're gonna make now is to allow him to feel comfortable, okay, with us so that we can get him to confess on his own what we already know. At this moment, you already know exactly what's going on because you have all the proof. You just want to confront him to get a confession from him. And before you do that, please, women, if you are financially dependent from this guy, prepare yourself financially because one or two things can happen. You either want to give him a second chance, which I don't know why, but if you decide to give him a second chance, maybe you can. I don't know. But you can either give him a chance or walk away. And if you're going to walk away, you have to be ready emotionally, you have to be ready financially about it because that day might be the last day of you two together. So you have to go ready to yes or not. Prepare your kids. Tell your kids what's exactly going on. The kids have brain like you. They don't need to be in the dark. Your family needs to know. If you already decide that you're gonna break up with this guy, you don't wanna give him a second chance, okay? You gotta prepare your mom and father, you gotta prepare your kids, and you gotta prepare yourself emotionally. Make sure that your finances are in place, that you have a job that can support you and your kids. And then, now you're ready to confront the guy. And we're gonna do this confrontation in a safe place as possible. We do not go there to fight. We don't wanna pick up a fight. We don't wanna have a Jerry Springer moment. We don't. I want you to, the first thing that you need to do is control your voice, the tone of your voice, control the way that you look at him. Your eyes can be intimidating. Sometimes your eyes can say what you feel. They say the eyes are the window of the soul. Your eyes will say if you're judging him, if something is off. So fake it. Fake that everything is okay. Fake that you are going to have a conversation like every other day. And take this person to a place where he feels comfortable to talk to you, to open up to you, and have a normal conversation with him. Okay? No kids involved, no in the house. Okay? No friends or families around. We are looking for the confession. Do not fight with him. Control your voice. Don't accuse him. You're going to damage the whole process that we've been working on. They are indicators if he's going to be lying. When you start talking to him, you're going to know if he's lying. Why? Number one, when you ask him something, he stays silence. He don't have an answer. When you ask him something, he take long pause. Like you say, oh, so you went to this restaurant yesterday, and he take a while to answer you. He's preparing his lie. He has to make sure that makes sense before he say it to you. When you talk to him and he changed the subject and he tried to touch another thing, like, oh, let's talk about our kids. You know this happened in school. He's avoiding the subject. Okay. When he start the conversation with to be honest with you. When somebody say to be honest with you, hon, it's because they've been lying to you all the way before. So when they start with, let me be honest with you, let me be sincere with you, let me tell you the truth. When they start with those things, it's because they try to reinforce on your psyche that they are somebody that they deserve trust and that you should listen to whatever they say. To be honest with you, I will never lie to you. I'm not the type of person that will ever do that. If he's saying that, he's just reinforcing the level of trust and faith that you have on him so that you can believe whatever lies comes after. Don't listen. He's lying. You already know he's lying. You have the proof that he's lying. Then he gonna be the type of guy that he gonna have selective memory. You're gonna start saying, I don't remember. Like Bill Clinton. I don't recall. Hey, you remember? Selective memory, Be very careful with that. Very, very careful with that. It's very simple. If the guy is quiet, if he made long pauses, if he always say to be honest with you, if he always saying I don't remember, or if he's the type of guy that want to sugarcoat the lies, You start saying, I'm a Christian man. I'm a Catholic guy. I'm a guy of God. I will never do that. I will never. I swear to you, I will never do that. That's calling embellishing the truth or embellishing the lie. So do not listen to that. You already, he's playing with you. He's playing with you. And sometimes when they know that you are very into religion, they will use that as a weapon against you. So make sure that that don't move your floor, and that you know that he lies, because you have the proof in your hand. That's the reason why I keep saying to you, get the proof, get the proof, get the proof, get the proof. So when he comes and he tries to lie and play with your psyche, you say, there's no way to go, honey, because I got everything that I need right here in front of me. You lied to me. Here's the proof. You have it. You don't want to tell him like that, but you, inside you, you know it. Okay? So the other guy, type of guy, the other thing that he can try to do is to be defensive. Say, oh, I don't want to talk about this. Blah, 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 blah. So again, those are the things, the hint that he's trying to lie to you while you're having this conversation with him. Okay? Always keep your control. Always keep your voice toned down. Always keep your eyes in a neutral position. Do not make him feel that you're accusing him. And I want you to practice something that is called, and it's very simple. The first thing that you're gonna do when you start this conversation, I want you to take this guy to a place that where he feels safe. I want you to start talking to him. I want you to start having light conversation. Honey, how was your job? How's everything? How's that project that you was doing? So what happened with that story you was telling me the other day about your friend? Do open questions to him that he needs to elaborate. What is an open question? Questions that you cannot answer with a yes or a no. Questions that you need to explain something. Get him used to explain and give you information in that appointment. You're going to make an appointment with him in a place that he feels comfortable. And once you get there, make him feel relaxed. Make him feel that it's okay to open up to you, that you don't suspect anything, that you are chill. And you're going to start talking to him like nothing is happening. Let him relax. Get into his comfort zone. What we're going to do is an interrogation system that a lot of criminologists use to stress the person that committed a crime. And because they put so much stress on them, they force them to confess on their own. That's the same technique that we're going to use. Okay? We're going to apply stress. We're first going to allow him to feel trust with us. Then we're going to apply stress. Then we're going to apply a little bit more of stress. Then we're going to put the seed of maybe she knows. And then we're going to go to close questions, yes or no answers. So let's start doing this together. First, you invite the guy to a place where he's going to feel relaxed. Relax, like always, a restaurant, whatever, and you're going to start talking to him. You're going to tell him, honey, listen, so how's the project? Open questions. I want you to elaborate. Get him used to making 2 or 3 questions where he has to elaborate and explain to you what's going on. How was your job? It was okay? Yes. How was your project? What happened in your project today? Yeah, we went this, we went that. Yeah, what happened to your friend? How's his relationship going? Yes, this happened, da, da, da. And what happened with the kids? Have you talked to them? And when he is comfortable and he got used to answer and he got used to explain, this is when you out of nowhere, you're going to come and you're going to slap him with, let me ask you a question, honey. Let me ask you a question. Is there anybody that you know out there that want to hurt us? Is there anybody that for whatever reason out there want us to break out and make me feel that you've been unfaithful to me? Don't say nothing more. Let him talk. The minute that you did that, you put a seed of distrust. Now he's scared. He's thinking, gosh, there are 1 or 2 possibilities. My lover talked to her, or somebody saw us together and she knows about it and she's trying to catch up with me. Now his level of stress starts increasing. And he's gonna have to answer something. It doesn't matter what he answers because we know the truth already. Okay? We're just trying to increase the stress. We are putting him in the corner until he has no way out and he had to confess. And he's gonna say whatever. He said, you know what? It's okay. You know, I don't know. I don't know anybody. I have no idea what happened. Maybe you are confused. Maybe something happened or they misunderstand what happened. Now, after you put a C, after you planted a C, is when you're gonna start doing closed-ended question. Yes or not. You have the proof, girl. Remember we were working on this proof. We accumulate this data. Now is when you're gonna bring that data out. Let me show you this video. Is this you? Yes or no? No, because this happened that day. So I'm not asking you what happened. I need a yes or no answer. Is this you? This photo, is this you? This receipt that you went to a hotel for 2 days that I was not there with you, is that you? Is this the person that you're hanging out with? Is this the girl that you are cheating with? Yes or no? And now you're gonna do something because at this moment, he gonna feel like he's in a corner. His back is behind the wall because he knows that you have proof. He knows that it's not at the blue moon, that you're not guessing, that you really know, and that you have proof in your hands. You are showing him the proof. Now he knows. He don't have way to escape. You're gonna do something that is called the content. You're gonna do something that our parents used to do with us. When you used to do something bad, your parents used to say, "Don't worry, honey. Nothing gonna happen to you. All your father and I wants to know is if you did it. But it's gonna be okay. We just want you to tell us the truth and tell us what happened." Remember that? When you content with him, you're gonna tell him, "Listen, I'm not here to judge you. Things happen. I just wanna find out. I really would love to know, to have the courtesy of listening what's going on from you. I really want you to tell me what happened. I kind of know, but I want to hear it from you." At that moment, that guy gonna feel guilty because it's gonna bring him back to the when he used to be a kid, when he used to be with his parents, and he has to justify a lie that he's been or something immoral that he been doing. And he gonna be under so much stress because now he's uncovered and all his lies is uncovered that he only have one choice but to come out with the truth. And he gonna say to you, maybe he cries, maybe he put his eyes down because he feel ashamed, and maybe he will say, "I'm sorry, I did it. It was a mistake, whatever." The truth will come out, and will the truth come out, you will be free to be able to make a decision on what you want to do. At this moment, you have to react as a mature human being. Don't make a drama and just tell him, "Listen, you made your decisions. I have made mine. I just want to make sure that we had this conversation because we have a family, we have kids, and we have to find the best possible solution for both. I already make a decision." And here is when you're going to make the decision. If you're going to stay with the guy or if you're going to let him go. Why would you stay with the guy who's cheating on you? I just cannot understand it. Because to me, like I always say, there are 3 pillars to a relationship. It's love, trust, and respect. If I love you, I trust you. And if you trust me, I respect you. If you don't love me, you're not going to respect me. And if you don't respect me, I cannot trust you. So it's very simple. If he break that trust and he break that respect, you're missing 2 legs on a chair. He might love you. Yeah. Sometimes people cheat on people that they love. But love is not enough. If there is love and there is no respect, no trust, there's nothing. Okay? You're going to live forever in a constantly fight with this guy. You're going to live in hell with this guy. So why would you want to stay there? If somebody disrespect you, did not care about your feelings, and play, why would you want to stay with that person? Here's where you have to ask the question to yourself: how much do I love myself? How much do I deserve? Do I deserve this? After everything I have done for him, do I deserve this? Do I want this to repeat? Because those people that say they forgive, that's not true. They forgive, but they don't forget. And every time that guy call out, you're going to think that he's cheating. And every time he come late, even if he's not doing anything, you're going to think he's cheating. And every time something goes off, the first thing that you're going to think he's cheating. So why do you want to live that hell? when you can start your life all over again on peace. There is nothing more valuable than your peace. Some women say, you know what, I don't want to be alone. But there are kind of loneliness that are better than others. The best loneliness is the loneliness that you are at peace with yourself. The worst loneliness that you can have is the loneliness of being in a relationship with a guy, but you're feeling alone because you are blocked from looking for somebody who really will treat you nice and will give you what you deserve. So you decide if you want to stay together but alone or alone in peace. You decide. It's your life. Whatever you decide is fine with me. Now, another thing that I want to say to you, he could lie to you. He already did. He lied to you, right? And you feel bad. But the worst lie that you could have in your whole life is the lies that you tell yourself. If you know that he's being unfaithful, you know that he's not going to change, and you stay with him, you lie to yourself. That's worse. You saw it with your eyes. You lying to yourself. Maybe he changed. Maybe he gonna be different. Maybe things gonna change. You lying to yourself, girl. You have to have the strength, because you can, when you are confronted with this, with the cheating, you can be in the position of weakness and say, oh my God, poor me, because maybe I'm too fat, maybe I'm too ugly, maybe I'm too old, maybe I don't do what I'm supposed to do. That's your position of weakness. Your position is, I'm gonna be alone now with the kids. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna survive? How am I gonna tell my family? You're weak. If you're there, you have to get out of there and be on your position of strength and empower yourself and say, no, I'm a strong woman. I don't want to let nobody step on me. I gotta respect myself, and I'm gonna walk out of this like a lot of millions of women have walked and make it out of situation like I'm having today. And I'm gonna tell my kids exactly what's going on, so they understand why is mommy leaving daddy, why daddy's leaving mommy. I'm gonna tell them the truth so they know that I got into a relationship, that I got hurt, but that I got the pants to get up and stand up for myself and keep walking. That's the best gift that you can give to your kids. Show them how you should always demand respect, how you should always ask for respect. You should never put your head down, and you should never be in a position of weakness. You should always be in a position of power. You have to fight for yourself and fight for your life and fight for your peace. So this is the message of the day. I hope that you like it, and I hope